Here I'm showing red non-creature spells for an artifact cube. These cards either come from the Scars of Mirrodin block or the Mirrodin block. Here I've got 3 of Kuldotha Rebirth. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing it right. And 3 of Assault Strobe. In the case of Assault Strobe, these are both sorceries, commons from Scars of Mirrodin. It's a 1-drop. Target creature gains double strike until end of turn. In the case of Kuldotha Rebirth, as an additional cost to cast this unpronounceable card, sacrifice an artifact. Put 3 1/1 red goblin creature tokens on the battlefield. Very aggro. But you lose an artifact, and it's a single drop. Then 2 of Molten Rain, and then I think I've got at least more than 1 of this card of Molten Psyche. I thought I did. Molten Psyche I bought as a junk rare. I think I've got the other 3 somewhere else. It's a 3-drop sorcery. Each player shuffles the cards from his or her hand into his or her library, then draws that many cards. It can be a very tricky thing to play. Perhaps that's the reason why it's a junk rare. I think it is a junk rare. The Metalcraft ability, if you control 3 or more artifacts, Molten Psyche deals damage to each opponent equal to the number of cards that player has drawn this turn. Okay. Molten Rain is a 3-drop common from Mirrodin. It's land destruction, always nice, always very useful. If that land is non-basic, Molten Rain deals 2 damage to the land's controller. That is great. Man, I'd love to do that in some of my games. Melt Terrain, got 2 of them, and Turn to Slag, have 2 of them as well. Turn to Slag deals 5 damage to target creature, destroy all equipment attached to that creature. It's a 5-drop, so a little heavy in a red deck. It wouldn't be in a red deck wins, kind of really quick aggro deck. It'd be in some red with something else, maybe a red-blue. Melt Terrain is a 4-drop, and it's also land destruction. Destroy target land. Melt Terrain deals 2 damage to that land's controller. Let me compare it to Molten Rain. Boy, so Molten Rain takes 1 less to drop, but it only deals 2 damage to the land's controller if it's a non-basic land. Well, that is nice. Both are nice. I don't know. Fireball, 1 of them. Detonate, 1 of them, both X cards. One is the Detonate is an uncommon from Mirrodin. The Fireball is an uncommon from Darksteel. Detonate, destroy target artifact with converted mana cost X. It can't be regenerated. Detonate deals X damage to that artifact's controller. That's nice. Old school artwork for sure. Fireball deals X damage divided evenly, rounded down among any number of target creatures and/or players. Nice. As an additional cost to play Fireball, pay 1 for each target beyond the first. Okay, I could do that. Galvanic Blast, which is considered a modern staple. I got 3 in here. It's a common from Scars of Mirrodin. I love it when a common is a staple. And 3 of Electrostatic Bolt. In the case of Electrostatic Bolt, it's a 1-drop instant. It deals 2 damage to target creature. If it's an artifact creature, it deals 4 damage instead. Awesome for an artifact cube. And Galvanic Blast deals 2 damage to target creature or player, and it has Metalcraft. It deals 4 damage to that creature or player instead if you control 3 or more artifacts for a single drop. That is super nice if you've got a bunch of artifacts. 2 Shatter, destroy target artifact. That's a 2-drop. Very clean description, nothing heavy duty to understand. Fist of the Anvil, 1 of them, a 2-drop common from Mirrodin. Target creature gets +4/+0 until end of turn. Great for an aggro deck. Magma Jet, a 2-drop, deals 2 damage to target creature or player, and it's got Scry 2. Look at the top 2 cards of your library, put any number of them on the bottom of your library and the rest on top in any order. Interesting. Seething Song is a 3-drop. Pulse of the Forge is another 3-drop. Pulse of the Forge is a rare from Darksteel. Because almost any rare is usually a junk rare, I'm going to bet this one is 2, since the vast majority of rares are junk rares. Pulse of the Forge deals 4 damage to target player. Then if that player has more life than you, return Pulse of the Forge to its owner's hand. Okay, you got to play 3 to hit your opponent for 4. And if you're losing, you get it back and you play it again. That seems pretty good. Seething Song is a 3-drop instant, and you can add 5 mountain to your mana pool. That could be really great. Yeah, I'm liking Seething Song a lot. 3 of Barbed Lightning, and 2 of Grab the Reins. Grab the Reins, it's got Entwine for 3. Again, you can barely tell that is a mountain symbol because it is gray, characteristic of the Mirrodin block artwork. And you can choose one, but you can do both if you play the Entwine cost of 3. Until end of turn, you gain control of target creature and it gains haste. Or sacrifice a creature, then this card deals damage equal to that creature's power to target creature or player. Nice. Barbed Lightning also has Entwine of 2. And it's also an instant, so Grab the Reins is an uncommon from Mirrodin. Barbed Lightning is a common from Darksteel. Barbed Lightning deals 3 damage to target creature, or deals 3 damage to target player. You can do both for 3 if you pay an additional 2. Not terrible. Then finally, Fractured Loyalty. Old school artwork from Mirrodin, uncommon, 2-drop. Enchant Creature, which is more descriptive than Enchantment Aura. And then when enchanted creature becomes the target of a spell or ability, that spell or ability's controller gains control of enchanted creature. That's pretty good. That's a great way to gain control of one of your opponent's big hitters. I can see that being very useful. Reign of Rust has a heavy Entwine cost of 4. Destroy target artifact or destroy target land for 5. It's a common from 5th Dawn. I could see it being useful in a slow red deck, which is kind of not what you want to do.